Hello, today I will be opening up a Strixhaven set booster box. So, it's the newest set that just came out, and it's got a lot of cool stuff, especially the mystical archives. I'll also be opening up a bundle and a collector booster box somewhere down the line of this. But I always like to start with the set booster box, because I find them to be usually more fun to open than collector's boxes even. And for the set itself, there are some pretty cool cards. There's a cycle of five, I think like 5 dragons that are all pretty powerful. And it's a set that is focused on spells, so there's a lot of high-costed, do very big things spells. Oh, almost forgot about these art cards as well. Not too familiar what's in this set already, but in terms of a lot of the rares, but exponential growth, kind of a pretty cool card. And an eliminate. The foil pest summoning. So nothing too special for this pack. Mystical archives are also seemingly all over the place. There's cards like all the way back from Visions, like Natural Order, and then a lot of newer stuff too. And I think this lesson can be either a rare or mythic as well, so. Manifestation Sage. And Infuriate. The value right now seems to be in the Japanese alternate art mystical archive cards right now, but I won't be getting any of those until I open my collector booster box. Fracture. It's not a terrible card, for not bad removal. And Baleful Mastery. Now this is a card that's actually pretty good. This is pretty playable, and I think it'll be played a lot, at least in Standard. And Lightning Bolt. Oh, that's a good one. Definitely want more Lightning Bolts. Oh, the Fox. I think that's the other side is the Luca Planeswalker for the actual card. Oh, first mythic, and it's one of the dragons. That's sweet. Galzeth Prismari. So when it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token, and artifacts you control add 1 mana of any color. And you can only spend this to cast instant or sorcery, so pretty cool. 3/4 for 4, so it's not horrible since it also is flying. And Agonizing Remorse with a Symmetry Sage. Oh, first list card. At least I think that was. Cloud Goat Ranger. Almost forgot about the list. Could have sworn we got these 2 cards back to back in the last pack. And another mythic, Hoffrey Ghostforge, Dwarf Cleric. Spirits you control have get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. And whenever another non-token creature dies, exile it if you do create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit. And it has, when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to your graveyard. So this is kind of more of like a commander card. Pretty cool though. And finally a double rare pack. An Uvilda, Dean of Perfection, with Nasari, Dean of Expression. And Revitalize. Oh, foil Thrill of Possibility. This is pretty sweet. I know I'll be getting a lot more of these in the collector's packs. That's a pretty cool pull. So that pack had quite a bit. Oh, and a mythic, another mythic. Yeah, you can get a mythic in this slot. Mascot Exhibition. I think this is the only mythic lesson, so. Create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying, a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token, and a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. So I guess that's the most powerful lesson you can have. Another Manifestation Sage. And oh wow, yeah, we're getting lots of mythics and lots of good cards. This used to be $100, the Odyssey version of it. I think this is down to like already $20, and it'll probably keep dropping. But that's a pretty good pull. Also a commander card. You can use this with Thassa's Oracle to basically have a 2-card combo. And another Exponential Growth with a Primal Command. Pretty cool card, one of the commands. And a foil Elite Spellbinder, also a very good card. With a, oh wow, what a pack. Elite Spellbinder, yeah, this card is going to see a lot of play. It's very good. Just, it can really put your opponent off a sweeper in the right deck. Or put them off of basically any card. Emergent Ultimatum, make it cost 9, so it's a pretty good card. And a foil, or not a foil, a Godsire. This is from Shards of Alara. This is sweet. 8/8 with Vigilance, and put an 8/8 beast creature token into play that's red, green, and white. A lot of mythics so far, 6. That's what I like about the list, you get cards like this. This is a card that you basically completely forget even exists. And Casmina would be nice to get at least one Planeswalker. And one of the rare lands, not the best land cycle, with a Shock and a Hall Monitor. But I think the prices do have to... Oh, got one of the stamped cards with the signature. And this is just a forest with Adam Poquet. Pretty sweet. But the prices do have to come down on these right now. I feel like you're getting so much, and this is only like a $90 something booster box. Though maybe long term a lot of these archives will end up being worth a decent amount. So Venerable Warsinger, Shalil, Dean of Radiance, and that becomes Ambrose, Dean of Shadow, with a Divine Gambit and Reject. Also 6 mythics, and I think this is only pack number 10 right here. So still a lot of packs to go. But yeah, with the archives, I think this set really does seem to be a lot stronger than Kaldheim. Kaldheim just has a few good mythics, for the most part. Witherbloom Apprentice, it's not a bad card. And Gnarled Professor, with a Grape Shot for your win condition for your Storm decks. First day of class. So far though, that Godsire is probably the sweetest card I pulled. It's like a Timmy card for Commander, basically. I think it's in Naya colors, so. Vanishing Verse, another card that's going to see a lot of play. Exile target monocolored permanent for 2. It's very good. Whirlwind Denial and Reflective Golem. What card is this? This is, oh, Primal Command. Oh, that's right. Looked pretty cool, I thought. Getting a lot of legendary uncommons. I have to go back and look at these. Some of these might be good. Strixhaven Stadium. Looks like a double rare pack. And a Biblioplex. The Village Rites. Also, once I open the Commander box, I think I'll probably open it in 2 weeks, but it'll be interesting to see the etch foils. I heard that they're completely different from Commander Legends in that they're very subtle. What is this? Bookworm. Oh, rare lesson. I think this is the second lesson that's either rare or mythic. With, of course, being Mascot Exhibition. Professor of Symbology, which is basically a 2/1 that lets you draw for 2. It's not bad. And another Strixhaven Stadium with a Swords to Plowshares. And a card from Avacyn Restored, Nightshade Peddler. I think that's a 3rd exponential growth with a Despark. Looks very cool. Radiant Scroll Wielder with an Augmenter Pugilist, which transforms into flips into Echoing Equation. Still about half the box to go. But yeah, I think the archives really will come down a lot. Oh, this is on the cover of the Collector Booster Box. That's Memory Lapse, I think. Yeah. Because these will be in print for a very long time, and every single pack has an archive, so. Venerable Warsinger, I think that's the second one. And oh, nice, a mythic. And it's a one that I actually wanted. Blex, Vexing Pest, which will become Search for Blex. Pretty cool card. Legendary Creature Pest. So, pretty happy with this box so far. Radiant Scroll Wielder, I think that's the second one. And Tendrils of Agony, another storm win condition. A lot of fractures. And the second Baleful Mastery. It's a good. That's a rare that I'm actually okay getting duplicates of, since it's a pretty good one. And Adventurous Impulse. Oh, this is one of the dragons. I think this is the Golgari one. Belladros Witherbloom. Conspiracy Theorist. Whenever Conspiracy Theorist attacks, you may pay 1 and discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you discard 1 or more non-land cards, you may exile 1 of them from your graveyard. If you do, you may cast it this turn. So, it's an interesting card. And Claim the Firstborn. Oh, got a card from Lorwyn. Runed Stalactite. So still about 10 packs to go. Archmage Emeritus. So it's got Magecraft and Regrowth. Oh, this is not a bad uncommon. 1 mana, 1/1 flying, and when it dies, you basically get to draw a card. Oh, another rare lesson. Confront the Past. It's got Liliana and Gideon. Oh, is that another foil archive? Getting 2 in 1 box is pretty rare, I think. And oh, nice. Kasmina and Enigma Sage, and it's I think the I don't even know what it's called. The extended art, alternate art. Very cool. So I was hoping to get at least 1 Planeswalker. Each other Planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasmina, Enigma Sage, and it lets you scry and put a for +2, and then you can minus it to get a creature. And then you can search for your library for an instant or sorcery that shares a color with this Planeswalker. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast this card without paying its mana cost. So pretty powerful. Lets you basically cast any spell. And a regrowth, and let's see if this is anything good. It's a rare. Oh, Lightning Helix. That's a nice one. A little bit better than Thrill of Possibility, that's definitely for sure. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good box. Definitely happy, and I still have a good amount of packs to go. But, yeah, I always find the set booster boxes, for their price point, they're probably the best to open out of between draft and collectors as well. Biblioplex with a duress. Very cool looking duress. And another card from Lorwyn. Amoeboid Changeling. I think I've seen this card before. I know it's used in some combo maybe? I'm not sure. Necrotic Fumes. Poet's Quill. Haven't got this before. It's an artifact. Oh, it lets you draw a card when it enters the battlefield and you can equip a creature. So it's not bad. Wow. Another Tainted Pact. Oh, that's pretty sick. Doesn't seem... Seems like I'm getting a lot of duplicates and basically a lot of slots, so it seems like you can just really get anything here. They're not clumping these that much when they're printing them, I'm guessing. Oh, we got a Blex. The Vexing Pest. Got the card and got the art card. Dramatic Finale with an opt, and there's a foil common. Okay. Spectacle Mage. Still 6 more packs. And I already feel like I got a full box worth of cards, so. Is that another foil? Wow, 3 foil archives. I thought you would only get like 1 per box. And they were mostly reserved for the collector's boosters. Guess not. Thrill of or Torrent Sculptor with Flamethrower Sonata. Thrill of Possibility, and this is Cultivate. Pretty cool Cultivate, but I actually prefer the Core 2021 Cultivate with the anime waifu art. And another, I think this is the Golgari command. Witherbloom command, also basically Golgari command. So 2 art cards, or stamped art cards. Calling Ritual, and another, this is actually pretty good, Flame Scroll Celebrant. In an aggro deck, because you can cast Revel and Silence on your opponent's upkeep step. Basically shuts them down and time walks them in a way. Infuriate. And oh, this is an old card. Awakening. The beginning of each player's upkeep, untap all creatures and lands. I'm guessing this might be a rare. This is from Stronghold. Very cool. Or not Stronghold, or is it? This was even before my time playing, so I tend to get those sets mixed up. Yeah, the Awakening and Godsire, those are actually pretty sweet list cards to pull. And what's this? Agonizing Remorse. This must be the archive. Let's get one more mythic, hopefully. Oh, a duplicate mythic, but it's another mythic. Hoffrey God's Ghostforge with Faithless Looting. Yeah, I heard that art. A lot of people don't like it. To be honest, I'd probably prefer my Dark Ascension Faithless Looting over this. And we get one more list card here. And then, yeah, 3 packs. Another Elite Spellbinder, very good card. Probably one of the better rares in the set. The Grape Shot. And Release the Dogs from Jumps. They're adding a list. Jumpstart cards to the list. What? So 2 more packs. Guessing this is Revitalize. And I think this is the second land from the land cycle we got. So I guess they'll be played in standard. I'm not sure they'll be worth all that much since they're kind of like similar to temples in that they're not super good. And Snakeskin Veil with a foil Witherbloom Apprentice. And for the final pack, oh, no, another mythic. A lot of mythics. Pretty good box. I think my Kaldheim only had like 5, but it had some decent ones. Crackle with Power. So I feel like this card was almost made just because they needed to fill up the mythic slot. So they just made up some card that does something pretty big. And Elemental Expressionist with a Divine Gambit and a foil Lorehold Command. So that was a pretty interesting way to end. I see this played with that dragon that lets you look at the top 7 cards when it deals damage or when it attacks and cast a card for free, and they'll usually cast this. So, in terms of value, I don't know. I don't sell the cards, so especially immediately, and I'm sure right now they're all crashing, but the box was pretty satisfying to open, especially how many mythics I got. So let's highlight the mythics. Casmina, Blex, Search for Blex. Very interesting Godsire from Shards of Alara. Crackle with Power. Couple Hoffrey Ghostforge. Double Tainted packs. It's a good mythic to get. Primal Command. Mascot Exhibition in the lesson slot. And one of the dragons. Galzeth Prismari. And for the archives, we actually got 3 foils. And that's of course not counting the ones I put in the mythic slot. Cultivate. Lightning Helix is a very good one to get, especially foil. It's a very playable card. Swords to Plowshares, not bad. Grape Shot. And Thrill of Possibility with a Lightning Bolt as well. I think this is worth a couple dollars and probably will remain that. And for the list, Awakening. I think the main list card was the Godsire. And for the rares, very good rare Elite Spellbinder. Baleful Mastery. Vanishing Verse. And yeah, got one of the rare lands. So I probably won't be opening more Strixhaven for, I think, I'll probably open my collector's booster box in 2 weeks. And then somewhere down the line, I'll open the bundle. Alright, thanks for watching, and until next time.